What's up everyone? Hope you're having a good night. Tonight I just wanted to show you another cool cooking video. Tonight is going to be one of my favorite pasta dishes. Another super simple recipe that anyone can do. Pretty minimal ingredients, stuff that you can find at your store, obviously, besides the wild game stuff. Tonight we're using some of my elk that I got up in Oregon with Opal Butte Outfitters. That was a really fun trip, had some really cool people in camp. My wife Abby was actually like 50 yards up on the ridge line above me when it all went down. Had some really cool friends there. But so that's what we're using. When it comes to wild game meat, as far as the ground stuff, I feel like there's a lot of people that don't know what to do with it. You know, there's a lot of things that you can get creative in 100,000 different ways. And my favorite is turning them into different sausages. That one's Italian sausage. I had some chorizo made out of it, breakfast sausage, and then even just straight ground. So, you know, your burgers like the last video. There's a lot of things you can do with it. For this one, we're going with Italian, and we're doing, like I said, the pasta dish. We're gonna incorporate some goat cheese, fresh basil. I have some exotic mushrooms here. Saute some onions, and then I'll show you just my favorite way to roast red peppers, but we're gonna throw some red peppers in there as well. Definitely an Italian dish. Not really sure what we're calling it, but this is definitely one of my favorites. So first things first, we have the water boiling over here. We're gonna get the pasta in there and get that going. As soon as it starts going, I'll probably add a little bit of olive oil in there so the noodles don't stick together, and then we'll start doing all the other mixture. Alright, well that water is heating up and we're waiting for it to boil. Let's go ahead and get these red peppers on the fire and get these suckers roasted. Let's get both of these going. Get that bag away. Stick them straight on the fire. I'm gonna make a big batch of this because it is amazing as leftovers as well. So during the week, while I am working at home or whatever and I'm starving for lunch, it's easy just to throw some in the microwave real quick and heat it up, or even just back in a pan. But alright, so we got these straight on the flame, and I'll just keep rotating these every couple minutes until I'm trying to get the outside, that red skin, as burnt as I can. Like, it'll look very charred. Once that's done, we're gonna throw it back in the bag and let it sweat for probably 5 to 10 minutes.
Action!
Alright, I'm gonna probably do this entire bag. Let's see if I can break this up. Ah! Let's get those babies in there. Mix these up a little bit, just kind of get that olive oil mixed in so they don't stick together and turn into a big clump. Peppers are looking good. Those are just about done, so we'll get those fired up just a little bit longer. We'll keep rotating these. Skin's getting burnt, which is perfect. Roast them up a little bit longer. Alright, well that stuff's boiling and the peppers are still roasting. I'm going to start getting all the other stuff cut up. So I'll start with the mushrooms first. I don't do anything too calculated here. Alright, so the peppers are done here. What I like to do is take them straight from the flame, throw them right in the bag, and seal her up. Just tighten a knot. Let those sit in there, like I said, for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let them sweat. Alright, so the pasta is done. I'm going to go ahead and drain this now. Woo! Steam. Let that rinse for a second, then I'll put it right back in here. Drain this. Put it back in. I'm going to add some olive oil to this. We're going to be putting olive oil and vinegar in this anyways, so I'm going to add a little bit now so it doesn't get stuck while I'm doing the veggies and the meat. And I mean, it's really about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons. Just enough to coat the noodles right now. Mushrooms are all cut up. I'm gonna cut this onion up. I try to cut the onion into pretty small pieces. Whew, this onion is really strong. I feel it. So I like to take that center piece out. Go about halfway, and then little cuts all the way across. And just go down. I should be doing it under running water, but I don't wanna. It's a good eye cleansing, you know? Alright, onions, mushrooms cut. We're gonna move to the fresh basil. It smells amazing. Here's my little basil cutting hack for you. I like to pick all the big ones out first. And just stack them. Man, my eyes are still watering from that onion. It's bad. I'm gonna scoop that over there. And then what you do, is you roll it up real tight. Boom. Throw a couple of chops there. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Alright, so we will get this hot. Add a little bit of olive oil. We're going to saute the veggies first. We'll get these nice and soft. Once these start getting soft, we will throw in Italian sausage meat. Cook it all together. Get it all nice and mixed. Alright, I like to throw a little bit of seasoning in while these things are just about done being sauteed. A little bit of salt. 2 pinches or so. Really, you guys can season it all to taste. As usual, we'll do some garlic. Just garlic powder. And then a little bit of ground white pepper. Mix this all in. The mushrooms and onions are pretty much sauteed, soft enough for my liking, Abby's liking. What I like to do is kind of push them out to the outside, and then just put the meat right in the center, and then mix it all together. All right, so the peppers have been sitting for about 10 minutes. I'm going to take them out, and then under cool running water. All you gotta do is peel that outer layer of skin off, and it should come off really, really easy. Alright, so that's a roasted red pepper, peeled, ready to go. Get that off there. Alright, so I just cut the core out of one of the peppers. We're gonna do that with all 3. So you just have basically a sheet of roasted red pepper. Cut these in half. Just cut them into strips or chunks, however you guys like it. I absolutely love roasted red peppers. You don't necessarily have to do as much as I'm doing, but goat cheese and roasted red peppers, some of my favorites. Alright, so we have everything done. We have the red peppers all cut up. We have our basil, the mushrooms, onions, and the meat. Everything's done. Pasta's done. Now we're going to combine everything. So I'm going to start with the meat and mushroom and onions first. So just carefully mix everything here. Alright, everything's mixed. The only thing we have left to do is the goat cheese. Sometimes I'll just mix the goat cheese in and mix it all in. Abby tonight wants to do our individual, so we'll just...
Cut!
Alright, everything is mixed. The only thing I haven't put in yet is the goat cheese. Sometimes I will mix the goat cheese in the entire pot. Tonight we're not doing that. We're just going to put it on top. All we have left to do is serve it up now. Make sure you get all the goodies down at the bottom. Boom. And that is a wrap. Like I said, I'm not really sure what we call this, but I know that it is delicious. This is probably be up there with my favorite pasta dish. This and spaghetti and wild game meatballs is pretty damn good too. But that's a wrap, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will try to get to them. Other than that, hopefully you guys can make some of this and enjoy it. It is awesome. I'm gonna grab it like I said. So thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.